Welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we are back for another lore video. Today's topic will be essentially two characters that have been fused into one. I am of course talking about the Curseling. So without further ado, let's begin. The Curseling, also known as the Master of Misrule, the Twisted Twin, and until the end of the end times, Village the Curseling, is a powerful Chaos champion of Tzeentch, who is actually a pair of conjoined twins. You see, a while back, a pair of twins were born. One was healthy, strong, and good to look upon, while the other was wretched, weak, and tiny. The first son was called Foreman, and the second was called Village. The tribal warriors expected Foreman to become a great warrior, but it was Village who would change their fate forever. As you can expect from a Norscan tribe, the twins had a difficult birth, and their mother died shortly afterward, for it took all her strength to nourish the greedy twins. Growing up, each of the twins would live completely different lives. Foreman, the thriving twin, excelled in the hunt, and soon rose to lead the tribe's youngest warriors. Village, on the other hand, did not have it so well, as he was universally despised by his peers, for his ugliness and frailty. He was beaten and humiliated almost on a daily basis. He was forced to perform his dead mother's chores, and humiliatingly enough, he was denied the use of a sword. Village would find no comfort in family, however, as Foreman would beat him for the slightest infraction, and despite the runt's pleas, his father would not intervene. As they grew up, Foreman became well-muscled and athletic, quickly learning the ways of the warrior. Village, however, barely managed to scrape by as an apprentice to the tribe's shaman, where he learnt a few meager cantrips, and a little knowledge about the powers that dwelt beyond the veil. There, Village found comfort within the Chaos Gods. More specifically, Tzeentch. Every night, Village would pray to Tzeentch to reverse the fate of him and his brother, to make him the strong one and his brother the slave. Tzeentch, who delights in anything that could potentially cause anarchy, eventually agreed to Village's selfish request, and one Geheimnis night, which is also known as the Night of Mystery, when the Chaos Moon passed close to the world, Village awoke to find his body and that of his sibling fused together. His brother's intellect has been added to his own, and there was nothing left of Foreman's mind save for a drooling automaton that was enthralled to Village's command. The grotesque fusion of warrior and runtling that staggered out of the twins' tent glowed with power of baleful magic. Tzeentch had truly blessed him. Village's budding magical abilities had been enhanced 100-fold, and the hulking body to which his withered frame had been fused was possessed with a diabolical strength. Laughing maniacally at his newfound powers, Village embarked on a bloody killing spree, sending crackling arcs of pure change into those who had looked down upon him in the past, and forcing the body of Foreman to throttle any who tried to stop him. By the time the sun set, the village had been consumed by sorcerous fire, and the streets ran with molten flesh. Village had achieved his vengeance against those who had treated him no better than a dog that was way past his prime. But Village did not stop it there. The malformed sorcerer twin hunted down all of the warrior elite of his tribe, and used his dire powers to enslave their minds, making them little more than walking puppets that lived and died according to his whims. Now wherever the Curseling plots and schemes to further his own power, a band of hard-bitten veterans march at his side, each of them under the fearful command of the disturbing creature that they now know only as the Twisted Twin. Now, I tend to avoid end times lore for obvious reasons. However, the Twisted Twin story continues in a very interesting turn of events, so let's go on. At the time of the end times, the Twisted Twin was put in charge of the siege of Averheim by Archeon the Everchosen himself. Despite having the combined forces of Chaos and the Skaven hordes, he was unable to break the city's walls. Karl Franz led a daring assault out into the forces of Chaos, to destroy the Hell Cannon batteries that were slowly tearing apart the city. Determined not to let his foe escape, Village pursued the retreating human forces into the magical portal they had used to retreat to safety. While within the portal, Village was trapped, both exits closing, imprisoning him within the realm of chaos. Thinking him lost forever, he suddenly found himself back within Tzeentch's realm. Confused as to why he was saved by his patron when he had not requested any aid, the answer was not to his liking. Villagers silent, and brutish conjoined brother spoke for the first time in ages, saying that it was he who requested aid. Realizing his peril too late, Village's mind was wiped clean as his brother, so long subservient to his will, took control of the pair. Village the Curseling was no more. Now, Foreman was in charge. And with that, my friends, we have come to the end of our lore video. Thank you so much for watching. Might I suggest giving the video a like, as it really does help the channel out. If you'd like to keep up to date with all my postings of Let's Plays, guides, and lore videos, may I also suggest subscribing to the channel, as it will keep you up to date with everything. And finally, if you do have a request for a specific lore video, might I suggest leaving a comment, as I do tend to take these into consideration, and I'm always happy to take a request. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Until then, adios.